What's up guys, and welcome to another YuGiOh Duel Links video. So right now is still the KC Cup is still going on, and there isn't actually any other events except for the side events of Carly's fortune telling and also the bingo mission sheet. So currently I'm on the 5th sheet all overall, and I managed to get into like D level 12 so far for the entire event as well. I've been using a mixture of different decks to test the waters like Galaxy Eyes, Heroes, as well as Origin X, and so far Origin X hasn't been making a great impact as I thought it would, because it isn't making a good counter so far. And all I can say is there's a lot of players who are using Blue Eyes and also the Red Eyes deck. So yeah, mainly focusing on the meta itself. The decks that I can see throughout this entire KC Cup duels has mostly been Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, a few Dark Magicians, along with Verhias and also Arrow Mage. For XC's side, I haven't seen much of Galaxy Eyes, to be honest, because I haven't actually competed with that many Galaxy Eyes. But mostly I can say most of the decks used by during the KC Cup are mainly Dragon decks. And also I haven't actually met with any like a very high big brain combo kind of deck so far. And overall the KC Cup only lasts until the 20th of September, which is basically 2 days from now upon the recording of this video, of course. And as usual, you have your free gems, to total 50 gems to accumulate every time you participate in the KC Cup duel tournaments. Win or lose doesn't matter. And as usual, the 4th time you duel in the KC Cup, you are eligible. You can obtain the KC Cup jewels, which will be used to exchange for these special packs. So just a reminder for what are in the special packs are basically an alternate art of a Metal Morph, along with some cards you should already have about 3 to 4 copies by now, but if you have not yet obtained 3 to 4 copies, then that was one of the few good times to do it. And also the second pack is basically just Ravenios and an alternate art of Le Jin, the Genie of the Mystical Lamp. That's about it, and an alternate art of Neos himself. So I would try to recommend you to get the Elemental Hero Neos card at least, but this pack is kind of like randomized, so you're actually not going to get 100% of the cards you actually want. And the third pack itself is a Flame Swordsman alternate art as well. I prefer the older one. The other art is actually looks nicer, but this one it has a special look to it. So you at least have one copy, which is just fine, but I don't think you'll be using Flame Swordsman in your main deck unless you're just going for an anime deck kind of duel, which is fine as well. And so far I can say for the entire KC Cup experience is pretty much just Blue Eyes, and Blue Eyes, and a lot more Blue Eyes. So as you can see from the previous postings of the decks I actually duel against, most of them are Blue Eyes, and they are quite powerful, especially with alternative slamming onto the field, along with certain other counter traps that can be used to negate your summons or whatsoever. So it's pretty much a rush deck, to be honest, but overall Galaxy Eyes does help with the job, unless you brick, of course. Well, bricking hasn't actually helped me much as well, because yeah, when a deck tends to brick is actually depending on the consistency of your deck. So for my case, it's pretty much I'm still testing the waters with different decks. So far I have tested around with Mech Lords along with Gen X Ally. I also tried out Vision Heroes into the deck as well with Mass Change combo. So far it did help a bit when I managed to get monsters onto the field, but the moment my opponent activates a trap hole or something, then my field's pretty much gone for. And I do not recommend using the Shooting Star Road deck, the one with Shooting Star Dragon in it, because if they were to shut down your combo for Shooting Star Dragon, your deck is pretty much in the red. You can't actually do anything else. However, decks like Red Dragon Archfiend is actually quite amazing, to be honest, especially with the new synchro for the one from the King of Vermilion pack. So of course, so when I went up against a Red Nova Dragon itself, it was pretty much OP. Yeah, my Galaxy Eyes and even my Photon didn't even stand a chance against this card. Gains 500 for each tuner in the graveyard. Not to mention, the guy even played Red Resonator along with certain other cards that actually helped get more Resonators into the graveyard as well. I actually regretted not saving that gameplay, to be honest, because that was pretty cool to watch, and I was literally was quite amazed as well. So the cards like Red Resonator can be obtained, which is pretty amazing. How he spams the special summon for Red Rising Dragon, etc. And not to mention other cards from the XC side. I did face off against Gaga and Utopia kind of decks, but overall the decks were easy to fight the duel against because they depended mostly on getting Gaga Bolt along with high powered XC's monsters, but the moment you can shut it down, they can't actually do anything. So most of the time when I managed to counter that, they pretty much gave up most of the rounds that I played against them. Aside from that, you can also check out the card trader for some new cards as well. And also, if you want to play fast-paced decks, I do recommend using Arrow Mage or maybe some other decks that I have not even attempted yet, to be honest, because there are such a wide array of decks to play against in the ranked duels and in the KC Cup. And to be honest, it's actually quite tiring to play the KC Cup, especially like on a daily basis. I spent about 4 days dueling against in the KC Cup. Got myself to D level number 12, but that's pretty much it. And from there on, I just win and loss is quite randomized as well. So as you can see, my duel record is pretty much lose, win, win. Just basic winning streak, so that's pretty much it. Ranking wise, let's see, in Asia, yeah, so definitely I'm not gonna be in the top ranking, that's for sure, but at least I made an effort in this event. And not to mention, I managed to accumulate my duels up to 1900, which is pretty sweet as well. So even if you're not confident in your dueling abilities and you just want to participate, go ahead, get your free gems. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Get them free gems, because the moment a new box, a new format like Pendulum coming soon, you'll actually need as much gems as you can just to get a banger out of cards like Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, DDD monsters, along with some super heavy Samurai Pendulum monsters, or maybe even like Starving Venom or some other monsters that you can think of. Everything in the Arch-V/Pendulum era. Just save up all your gems. For me, I'm trying to save up as much as I can by also spamming Trey.
Leave it to me.
So at least by leveling up certain new characters like Trey, I can actually get more gems. Not to mention participating in KC Cup duels. Every time you win, you gain free 5 gems. And not to mention, if you just click on these certain areas in the map, you'll also get gems. But that differs from on a day-to-day basis, like as you can see. So that's pretty much the easy way to get gems if you're a free-to-play player like me. All in all, I'm trying to tell you, Duel Links is being very generous in giving players the gems, so giving you the opportunity to actually farm items just so that you can get ready and be prepared when the next format or when the next box comes out. Then you'll be ready to actually invest in certain cards that are available in there. And that's it from me. I would like to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video after the KC Cup ends. And maybe tomorrow I'll post a video from one of my KC Cup duels that I actually participated in, or actually find it quite good, to be honest. Other than that, I'll see you next time. So after KC Cup, when there's a new event, I'll see you then. So goodbye for now.